I know it's late. Oh my God, I was supposed to send a text before I started this live. Oh damn, oh damn. How's everybody doing? I know it's kind of late, but come in and definitely hit the like button for your unicorn. We're gonna have a conversation, a late night conversation, okay? And hopefully you with me if you with me. And if you don't catch the live, then hopefully you catch the replay with your girl Tay Tay. If you new here, then definitely hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be talking about that too, the subscriber thing tonight. We're gonna have a couple of conversations. Well, it's morning now. It's not night. I'm talking about tonight. Let me get this cup. Let me let a couple of people come in before I definitely get into my conversation. As you can see my thumbnail, that's a conversation too, because we're going to be discussing the bump bump. Yes, we are. Like I said, a couple of conversations we going to be having. Hey, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome. I know it's late, but I'm happy that y'all here with me. That is great. Everybody, hey, Precious. Hey, T. Let me see. Jane Doe, Unicorn. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's nice. That's definitely nice. Hey, K Brown. Look at my family popping in for the win. I came to have a conversation, y'all. So I hope y'all with me and I see y'all with me. So you know it's about to be litty, three titty, baby. We're going to get into it because I have different conversations that I want to have. You know, Tay got adult ADHD. So just stay with me. Hit that like button when you come in. Get comfortable, friend, because we're going to have a good one. If you new here, then hopefully you wind up being true here. The trolls get no attentions at all. So with that being said, we about to get the show started. And as you see, I am definitely drinking with my own product, baby. I am not only, how they say, user, I'm a client. Yeah, I'm a client. Right, there we go. So we about to sip some tea with Tay, but Tay got soda, baby. Hey, Evie. Hey, Roz. Welcome in. Look, I'm getting mad excited. It's like when you see your cousins after not seeing them for a while. You like, that's me. You know that's me. Tay be high energy. I know it's late, so I hope y'all willing to deal with my shit. So you get, I don't know. See, there we go. I guess so, because you just wrote to me. So obviously I get attention, baby. You just gave it to me. Duh. But if the point that you was trying to make is that I was a troll, I guess so. I guess so. I got your attention. But anyway, enough of that. Like I said, welcome all my family in the building. The community is communitying. Definitely hit that like button when you come in for the win and get ready to have this conversation, because the bump seems to be a conversation. The bump seems to be a conversation. So I want to have a conversation with my people about the bump, because basically I was made aware of the bump on my live earlier. So you know, Tay being Tay, I went back to research the bump, baby, and it was kind of looking a little discolorated. I seen a little discoloration. Make sure y'all hit those jewels for me too. They said that it's supposed to be some type of bonus, and I damn sure want PC. So definitely support your girl Tay with the jewels, baby. But anyway, yes, it was looking a little discolorated. The lip was looking a little infused, baby. And at the end of the day, what's crazy is it's bad when the bumps show up and the supporters don't. How the bumps show up to the event how the bumps show up to the event and the people that you think gonna show up to the event don't, like the supporters, friend. Because see, one thing for sure and two things for certain, people gonna show up for what they want to show up for, right? And most times people like the drama. Clock that T. Clock that T. Hey, family, if you coming in, love, and love again. Definitely not ignoring nobody. Charge it to the game and not to my heart, because you know once Tay start. So we gonna get it started. But yeah. Now, the thing is, right? Because you see, I got ADHD now. I got to remember what I was going to say. Okay, yeah. See, when People used to you serving up a certain dish, and they used to come into you for this certain dish, and then you don't serve, or you feel that you don't want to give them the dish that they used to. They're no longer going to come to you, and they're going to get their preferred dish from somebody else, sis. And being that you used to serve people their full dish of bullshit drama, they would tap in to the full dish of which it was that you were serving. So now that you are not serving what you are known to be serving, you have nothing left to give. And that's what it is showing. Because see, people give advice in this social media, whatever you want to call it here, right? Hey, family coming in. Hey, Terry. Hey, Tokyo Blues. Hey, all my family coming in. People like to give advice on this social media thing, right? Some people give content creator classes and all type of things. But what people do have to realize is what worked for me don't mean that it's going to work for you, right? And some people within a certain time span being on these platforms, some people's supporters, followers, it wasn't actually natural, to say the least. Okay? Some people would boost they post and all different type of things to get they material to go further in the algorithms, but then you get a lot of no name, unclaimed following, which equals up to dead followers outside of the followers that is used to you serving this one bullshit thing, which is drama. You know, we all tune into the drama, all right, at some point in time. I'm not a liar. People be like, they don't like the drama. No, I don't like drama in my life. But sometimes I don't mind watching somebody else's. It's entertainment purposes only. That's what they say when you sign on to all of these platforms. So I am definitely being entertained. But the point that I am making, just because you see people with these high platforms and these high numbers, that does not mean that's the backing that they are receiving. Do you understand what it is that I'm saying to you? Because if you have dead followers, right, then that means that your support is going to be a little small on a certain scale, when it's not the factors of you selling drama, right? Drama sells itself. So that's not something that you have to sell. But when it comes down to the factors of you selling anything else, it's a major fail. Yeah, it's a major fail. And a lot of people think that because people may have more supporters, more followers, that means that you receive, or they receive more support than the average somebody. No, no, and no. I'm going to give y'all, and I'm going to be honest with you, at 2,000 subscribers, I was already making over $2,000. So it's on the person. Okay, it's the work that you put in, and everybody is different. Even if you take my class, right? Even if you take class, right? I can tell you the things that I did for me to get where it is that I am. And you can actually use those tools that I gave you. But it's up to you to make those tools work for you the way that you need them to work for you. Because the way they work for me, they may not work for you the same way, baby. Why? Because we are two different people. Our energy is different. Our resources different. Our verbal outcome and the way that we speak and all other things is different. So the way people is going to connect to us and with us is going to be different. But if the only connection you have to your audience is drama, then the only thing they're going to look to receive from you is drama. So when you serving drama 6 days out the week, and then you go and say, girl, you want to buy this facial cream, people gonna be looking at you crazy. They gonna be looking at you crazy. And then when you got a person that doesn't know any better because she's probably old, trying to get with the new, not saying like old, but okay, I'm back. You know what happened? I told you I live by airport, so sometimes when an airplane go by, the Wi-Fi be acting kind of crazy. But yeah, the point that I'm making, I don't even know where this shit was at before it started acting all wacky. But the point that I am making, on some situations, just because a person do or you see them in the same field as you and they may have more numbers than you, don't mean that they doing better than you. So don't let that fool you. Do you understand? And a lot of people that came before a lot of people came at a time when people was buying support. If you understand what I mean. A lot of those fucking people be bots. They don't even be real people. Okay? Oh, okay. Even if you getting a couple of 100,000 people on your how can I say, your content, your material, whatever it is that you choose to post, with 3 million people that you saying that you got under your belt, you would think even with 3 million people spread across that would give you more support. Listen, 500,000 ain't even a million. It's a half a mil. So you mean to tell me out of 3 mil, you only could pull in a half a mil, and sometimes some of your little shorts or reels, excuse me, may get a million views or whatever the hell you want to say. Let me see what this says. Right. Good morning, Nicole. Hey, Yusuf. Bernadette. It's after 12, so Tay seeing with her ears and hearing with her eyes. Hey, Stormy Black. Hey, Blueberry Boots. I seen you on that trip, girl. You was looking beautiful. Okay? Beautiful, family. I meant to text you and tell you that, but you know Tay got ADHD. But I'm telling you now, Miss Lady, you looked at beautiful. Okay? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But yeah, a lot of people was paying for bots. So the people that you think that they got is not. Okay? So if it's not drama filled, then a person is not really filling up no rooms. So me personally, a person paid for a person that they thought that was they was receiving, that had the attention, excuse me, the attention of the people. But I don't know if this lady really understands the type of attention that this young lady has. It's not the type of attention that this lady would be looking for. I mean, you don't give a fuck at some point, I guess, in some cases, as long as people there for one reason and one reason only, to buy your product. But the only thing that's going to follow the factors of your product is the person that's selling the product, which is the drama. The person is only going to, people are only going to see or come to see basically how a person performs. Because if a person support system the way that they say that it was supposed to be a lot more supporting. I'm sorry. Fuck even the 3 million supporters or followers that a person got on Facebook. Okay? Where the hell was your Instagram supporters at? And you already know they don't like you on TikTok. I said this shit earlier. So when I actually went back and I looked at the live, that was a major fail. Because if you're going to do well, wouldn't you do well in an area where you get your most support and where you feel most comfortable? Not go where all your ops is at. How you go where all your ops is at, right? And think that you're going to have a good feedback. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So this lady possibly spent more on flying you out, right? Continue to do what you are doing, young lady. Please accept your flowers. Oh, I definitely appreciate you, Miss Nicole. I swear I do. Thank you so much. And I will continue. Amen. Amen. Now, why this screen acting mean? And I'm trying to, there we go. You possibly made this lady spend more money. And I mean, a lot of the times we come up here and we laugh. Well, I know I be having my jokes or whatever, but I'm really going to break this shit down because the facts is definitely the facts. And not only are we going to talk about anything, we're going to talk about mental health on this live as well. I'm going to be here for a good while, not a short while, but a good while. I'm going to actually give y'all my time this morning because I'm up. We up. So whoever is up, I guess we, right? But anyway, this lady possibly came out her pocket financially and spent more money on a person even getting there and being there than what they actually made on the back end for having a person there, because of the, how can I say, what they thought was going to be presented, the energy they thought a person was going to be given. None of that was displayed. And I said, if a person comes with the same energy that they bring when they bring the negativity, then maybe you would get a better response, baby. Because at the end of the day, for one, you can tell forced energy. Okay, when somebody is just doing something like it's secondhand, it's just gonna roll, baby. It's just gonna flow. But when a person is doing something that they feel may be forced, like faking an energy or attempting to do or be something that they're not, it's going to shine straight through. And you can't fool the people because people connect to who they connect to, right? And if I'm coming to a certain how can I say, if I'm coming to a mega live, right? The purpose of people coming to this mega live was to buy a product, right? So when I get there, I want to see energy that's basically going to make me buy this product, baby. But when I get there and it seems like the person, or if the person that is basically promoting this product to me doesn't seem too convincing, if I'm not a supporter that's just buying it off the strength, then I'm not buying it. One thing to buy something just because, all right, well, I know you or I know of you and I want to support you, versus me buying something because I really actually want it. You understand? There's a difference. I want this because in some type of way it's going to have some use to me. I'm going to be able to use this, and I'm buying this because I want to use it. I'm not going to just buy no facial products from a bitch if I'm not going to be using it. So if I'm not buying it as a friend, I might still just say, hey, here's the money for a couple of whatever the case may be. You could give the product to somebody else. Basically, I just want to support you in a supporting type of way because you haven't convinced me that these products is for me in any type of way. I'm not convinced, baby, especially as a business person. When you sitting up there and you doing all of this and you giggling and you are supposed to interact with your people. You definitely supposed to engage with your people. Why are you not talking to the audience, finding out the different types of skin that people have? Because everybody's face is different. Some people have sensitive skin, extra sensitive skin, and if that is the audience that you are supposed to be targeting, then you supposed to be telling them then what is the positive prosperity, or I mean the positive things within this product that they would be receiving if they decide to purchase it because it is great for their skin. But when you showing up, hey Harmony, hey Miss LaSonda, I didn't even know y'all was in here. Hey Auntie, hey John, Okay, I'm gonna wash my arms tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. But nah, when a person fuck the people, like I said, that's there just to basically see how you show up. You know, in a situation, you're gonna have both. Some that's there for one thing and some that's there for the other. But if you're there for a certain audience, then that's what your focus should be. But you show up with a fucking bump. You show up with a bump. How fucking unprofessional. How you show up with more of a bump than support. And this is the shit that frustrates people with you, because you lie so much to the fact is that you try to lie sell people stuff, and then when they show the factors of where you get caught in a lie at, because this was supposed to be mega. This shit wasn't even mediocre. Now, shout outs to the older lady, the other lady, because listen, she was trying to make shit work. She was definitely trying to make shit work. When I look back, she was on some, listen, you got to raise your voice. You're going to have to be like, where's the energy? Like, what we doing? Like, when Tay came and I'm selling my cups earlier, my mugs, yes, these are definitely still on sale for the low price of $34.99. If you want one, you could cash at me, email me at latte76, and I'll get you one real quick. But anyway, right? Just like that. You see how I just did that? But, right, at the end of the day, what did you do? You wasn't selling shit the way that the lady had a co-star, but she was still being her own star. She brung you in so it could be less work, friend. Your face and the person that you was supposed to be selling that product for her. Why the fuck did she pay you to just show up with a bump? All you did that should have been an extra fee for you, because you didn't tell her you was bringing nobody else with you. How you just bring an unexpected bump to a goddamn face you goddamn mega mediocre life? That probably was my grandmama used to say, those lion bumps. She got a lion bump. You lie so much, you don't got a lion bump. But no, they out here saying it might be the simplex, complex, minplex, oplex. Because you know your Moose 3000 was on that motherfucking T app. And you never know what he came back with, he got in contact with. And girl, after the things we heard about that went down on that blue sofa, you better make an appointment, because if your bump is showing up to social events, sis, this ain't good. That's not good. You talking about no filters? When was that? When was that? When was that? When you didn't use when no filter? I must have missed that one. And I got a lot of stuff that I've seen with your face on it, baby. And each one of them was filtering. And it's bad because the filter still has your eye stuck in the motherfucking corner. You can correct anything else other than that. You know how you can sharpen the chin, slighten the nose, higher the cheekbones. That eye, that shit, is undefeated. It does not matter what app, AI, chat, GPO, or whatever you choose to use, girl. It's still gonna filter in the eye. So you mean to tell me that lady had to deal with the factors of your eye trying to stay on camera, and you brung an unexpected bump? And you brung an unexpected bump. And that's because so many people out here be fucking raw. And I don't know if y'all have heard this before, but you know when you be raw fucking, that you could actually come home with something more than a baby. Like, girl, you been out here stealing babies, but you know you can actually steal something called that little house in Virginia. That's what they used to call it. The little house in Virginia. If you listen to each one of those letters, if you know what the little house in Virginia is, then bitch, you bet the buyers beware. You can't be out here fucking with no hoe. Especially when you saying you ain't a hoe no more. You supposed to mess with somebody that's a little bit more solid. Solid. See, you thought your ex-husband was out there fucking. We know your Moose 3000 is out there fucking. It's a difference. Okay? And if that little house in Virginia just so happened turn into a mansion, girl, you know they say anything with the H you can't get rid of. Herpeta, houses in Virginia. Girl, once they on you, they on you. Okay? I don't give a fuck how much they say you could put something to sleep. Shit, we all go to sleep. But by the grace of God, we wake up. And I don't need nothing with an H going to sleep and waking up on me. And girl, you shouldn't want nothing with an H going to sleep and waking up on you either. So you and your moose, just like you be showing up to them premieres, y'all better show up to a doctor's office and get a my chart check out. You better check his chart. Then check your chart, and just like a Christmas list, act like Santa Claus. I've been checking this list, and I'm checking it twice. I want to see who's been naughty or nice, and if more than one of those boxes is checked, girl, I'm telling. This how you was rocking in the chair. You think you was laughing like a 12-year-old girl then? I guarantee you wasn't shit. Ain't shit funny. Ain't shit funny. Like when Pretty Bree told you that Janelle was tricking you out your money. How that wasn't funny because it was true. This ain't funny because it possibly could be true too. Now I ain't putting no houses on you or nothing. Tay not saying you got the house in Virginia, but you know they got little houses in Virginia going around. And even if it ain't a house, you don't want no hotel, motel, Holiday Inn moving in on your lip either, sis. And when you dealing with an unhinged alcoholic Moose 3000, you never know what type of fleas and ticks he may be coming home with. You gonna have to shake his shit by taking him to the doctor and getting a stick. You and him both, okay? Because when you got bumps, showing up to events, girl, this how the girls gonna be talking about you. They gonna be like, look, this how it was. Girl, you seen that Mega Live today? Yeah, I seen it. It wasn't really on shit. Yeah, but girl, you seen what was on shit? What? Because I ain't see it. I know I seen her sitting there acting all insecure, but what? Girl, you ain't see that bump on her lip? No, girl, there was a bump. Yeah, bitch, it was a bump. Like, where was it a bump? The top, the bottom, bitch. It was the top lip. The top lip had a bump, sis. Listen, if you ain't see it, go back. I'm telling you, she had a bump. And they can say it's a fever blister, but the bitch ain't look like she had no fever. Her temperature seemed like it was about right. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's how the girlies is gonna do. That's how they was talking about you. I'm talking about your people, not us. We gonna just come on video and be like, girl, you seen that bitch bump? Shit, you see Auntie Pimo, fuck seeing the bump. She circled the bump to make sure you seen the bump. If you didn't see the bump, do you see me now? Good. But for me, the picture was a distraction because your eyes was touching your nose and then the bump was right here. So this little triangular space was real fucking confusing for me. I felt like I was looking at a pool table setup, you know, with the balls when you... Like, what is going on here? What is going on here? I don't know. Bro, I gotta wake up in 2 hours. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't have came this late, but it was that bump that was fucking disturbing me. I couldn't rest with that on my goddamn mind. Like, wait a minute. Did she really show up with a bump? She had more bumps than supporters. I think that we should talk about this. So before I took my clothes off and washed my ass and smoked my weeds, Well, I already smoked some before I came on this live. Let me not lie, baby. But I'm going to smoke this one too, right? And I said before I went to bed and it was all said and done, I was going to come and talk to y'all because I wanted to know, did y'all see the bump? Did y'all see the bump? And we not going to blame it on the chocolate because the chocolate been the chocolate. You know, like the little burnt lining. I ain't never know if that was real or not. At first, I used to think it was tattooed. But I guess that's just something that some people lips do. I don't know. You know, whatever. Tomato, tomato. But I did not never see a bump in between the charcoal. I ain't never seen that before. So I just wanted to make sure if I seen it, did y'all see it? Because I know you ain't fly thousands of miles in first class and get treated good to show up with a motherfucking bump. Not just any bump, a bump. And then you running around with a Moose 3000 times 2, unhinged drunk, running around punching on people. And now he bringing you bumps? That's a whole different type of beating. I know back in the days when they said if there was a fever blister, put some earwax on it, Bree. Go in your ear, and they say if you put the wax on the fever blister, it'll go away. Bitch, if you put wax on your lip and that shit don't go away, call how Doc McStuffin said, call the doctor. Call the doctor. Yes. And I don't mean make a Zoom meeting because you know 2025 is making bitches lazy. When you ain't got to go into the doctor's office no more, you could just make a virtual call like, yeah, I think I have a cough. No, bitch. You need an in-office appointment. You know, this can't be a every 5-year delay. You cannot go to the doctor every 5 years, baby. Not when you walking around with one of these. When you walking around with one of these, these need to be checked at least twice a year. And if you fucking a lot more than that, okay? And if you got a Moose 3000 that's running around unhinged, you definitely better keep a close eye on sis because you out here polying and don't even know it. You in a poly relationship and don't even know it. So at least somebody gonna have to be safe in the situation because if nobody told you, you don't just get babies. Remember, you get houses. And not those type of houses. Not the ones that come with bouncy houses, twigs, and no kids. Not them type of houses. And not the type of houses that Walter used to sneak into either. Nasty bastard. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Every chance I get, I'ma say some shit about Walter. Yes, I is, and yes, I am. If everybody else gonna sweep his ass under the rug, not me, I'ma turn his ass into a fucking statue. I'ma say his name until I can't say it no more. Walter. Hey, Walter. Why the fuck you ain't tell your daughter to show up and do her big one? You could tell her everything else. You can't tell her shit. She don't listen to shit. Definitely not no tree humper. I don't think I would listen to a tree humper either. Because what the fuck is a tree humper telling me? What? What advice can a tree humper give anybody? No, don't do that. Motherfucker, you ain't listening to yourself. See, I'm one of those, okay? So, don't tell me nothing that you're not willing to listen to. And if you don't want me doing certain things, how you can't tell yourself not to do certain things first? Like fuck trees and people that don't want you to touch them, please. And anything in between, like incest attached to it. A cousin, an auntie, a guy. I hope you wasn't fucking no old auntie or something or some little ass kid. I hope you was probably fucking a cousin or something that thought y'all was probably third or fourth, so it didn't count. But if it's incest, that means that it's kind of close. I hope you wasn't fucking a stepchild or something, Walter, because that would make you really fucking nasty. And the streets been talking. I ain't had no proof of it yet, so I ain't been able to bring it. I got proof of the tree fucking. So I'm going to continue to talk about that. Okay? I don't know, they stack brown sugar that high though. Oh, okay, I like that one. That was good. That was good. Some folks need to be going. I'm telling you, quarterly, I'm telling you, at least. I don't know what these people be out here doing, Joy. First of all, I'm happy you said girl and didn't say woman, okay? 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 Because you can't hate on someone that obviously hates themselves. Because to come to the internet and to portray themselves the way that they chose to, the how can I say, view that I'm giving of them is definitely worthy. It is. And me, honestly, if the facts is the facts, then how is it hate? 9 times out of 10, when people hate, they lie on you. I ain't got no lies. I got all truth. And the truth is what I'm going to tell, boo boo. That bitch showed up with a bump on her lip. Don't ask me why I'm hating. Why is she showing up with bumps, baby? Ask her that. Ask her that. Ask her that. Yeah. First of all, it ain't even the fact of nasty. She's a liar. She lied on not only me, but multiple people, baby. Okay? And incited my government name on the internet for people to harass and possibly harm me and my children in some type of way. And for me, it's crazy when it's the boy that cry wolf. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. So for that, you don't get a pass. So being that you like to lie on people, I figure I'm not going to do the same thing you did to me. I'm not going to lie on you. I'd rather tell the truth on you. And being that the truth hurts you more, why not? Definitely. Very much lied. And told them people, hey, green light, go and get them. Like, what? Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? So at some point in time, the lines definitely got blurred, baby. Because when you are a content creator, a person that definitely lives your life on the internet, you have to realize people don't get what you don't give. If you come up and you serve a certain dish, you can't be mad if people choose to eat that food. It was served by you. But now, if I eat the food and I realize that it's not to my liking, you can't be mad it wasn't to my taste. So now you going to make another reason for why I don't like it versus me just not liking it. No, nobody likes to be lied on. So no matter how you flip it, dip it, or ship it, a lie is a lie. And when you lie, that makes you ultimately all around no good. Oh no. Oh no. I am over dramatic. That's my personality. Big, real big. So everything is yes. I move, I talk with my hands. I'm very theatrical, like I'm very loud. I'm loud. And I'm very entertaining because I'm very energetic. And I'm not gonna come here and sit on the live and be like, hey y'all. So what did y'all do today? What did y'all do today? How was y'all day? Now that might be good for some people, but that's not good for me. And I don't come here for that shit. If I'm going to come here, I'm going to make it fun for you and for me. And if I'm not fun for you, then why are you still watching me? I don't understand it. Because that's why a remote comes with a button. Let me show you. Let me show you. And if you on your phone, you ain't even gotta push a button. You could just fucking swipe. But on your remote, it comes with a button. It says up and down. So if you don't like what's here, you can always click over there or up there or down there. You don't have to stay here. So at any point in time, you could get the fuck on. That's my point. You don't have to stay and think that you're gonna question me and call me dramatic. I like being dramatic. Don't call me dramatic. Nah, call me dramatic because I am dramatic. I like it. If I tell somebody something, even down to the fact is of me, I cut my finger with the scissors. And I had to actually call my husband at work and told him I think I need like 36 stitches. And he told me I was being dramatic too. So I guess I have to give you a pass. I can be a little dramatic sometimes. But I like that. Hey there, I love your energy and attitude. Tell it. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate you. System notification. I don't know, whichever one your mother needs a donation. Whatever corner your mother is on begging for donations is the one I'm going to be at because she needs Christ. So I'm going to help her change her life. Your mother should not be on the corner sucking dick. So if that's what it is that she's doing on the corners, I'm going to go and save her. I'm going to take my little holy water with me and everything. So I'll find out her prices once I get there because that's not very nice. That's not very nice. I'm dead. People be killing me. Why the fuck is your mother on the corner? You should not have your mother out there. You up here on this live worrying about what I'm doing. Go save your mother. Go save her. She don't. Go save your mother instead of worrying about me. I'm okay. I got my little tea with Tay. Okay? And I'm sipping, baby. I'm not fucking with you, so don't fuck with me. I came here to talk about a fucking bump. Not my bump, somebody else's bump. She decided to show up with a bump. I decided to come and talk about the bump and how nobody showed up to support her but the bump. Only the bump. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't a few people there, but most people that was there, the most thing they got to see was the bump. So don't be mad at me, be mad at the fucking bump. And being that I can't sleep, I'ma talk to y'all. All right? In a minute, I'm going to light my weed and talk to y'all. Normally, I don't even smoke on camera. But it's after 12 a.m. Do you know where the fuck your kids are? So with that being said, it's only grown folk is in here, baby. And I don't know what you do. If you got your little edibles or if you got your little sip, you know, whatever you may be comfortable with. I know some people may got to get up and go to work in a couple of hours. But don't worry. I'm here for you. Okay? I'm your feel good. Some people need energy like this. You know what people be going through in life? It's enough dry shit going on out here in the fucking world. Okay, at some point in time, at least people could tap into something that makes them feel good. Give them a little laugh, make them feel a little good inside. And if I could do that for somebody, then I'm winning. Take for the win. Hit the like button. Hopefully, y'all definitely support your girl and send her, gem me up. Send me some hearts and stuff. Let me know you love me. And if not, hit the like button, the share button, and let Tay know you care from there. Either way, I appreciate. I'm happy that y'all up with me. We family here now. I told you. Y'all stuck with me. Okay? In a minute, we're going to have a full-on concert. Let's have a mental health check-in. Okay? Because everybody is not good. All right? Everybody, because they smiling, don't mean they ain't wilding. Some people really be going through shit. And sometimes people like me take people away from what they going through, baby. So you should be thankful that there's still people like me in the world that has a good fucking spirit and not running around here angry at every goddamn thing. Okay? I have a great sense of humor. I do. I'm very happy. I'm a happy person. Now, I'm not saying every day is a happy day. That's why it's good to do a mental check-in. You don't know how many people on this live may just be all right. Some people may just be okay. But some people might be having a real fucked up mental space. Okay? So if I can clear some of the space that may not be so good and put a little light where there's some darkness, if I could, why the fuck not? If she could show up with a fucking bump, why I can't show up and be me? That's racist. That's racist. So y'all accepting bumps more than people now? So now y'all accepting bumps more than people? Huh? 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 That's not cool. Okay? It's not. Because for real, on the mental check-in, mental is serious. You know how much shit is going down in the world today? Do you? All you had to say was no need to be mental about it. I don't even know what the fuck you said to be mental about any motherfucking thing, but you got to be mental about everything, because if you don't think before you speak, then you just speaking out of stupidity, or you dumbing down what it is that you actually want to say. And what I was saying, it wasn't to target anybody. It was to give a message. And like God said, don't judge the messenger, receive the fucking message. Because my point being is, you never would know what somebody else can find a little bit of light in. So if I'm not your motherfucking light, then go somewhere else and find you some light. But don't come here and create darkness for people that may be wanting to see the light in me. Simple. Don't make me cuff you in your shit. Make me cuff you in your shit. It's after 1 o'clock. Act like you got some sense. Now, I know they say the freaks come out at night, but it ain't nighttime. It's fucking morning. Stay in your fucking place and act like you got some sense. We ain't doing that shit here. Don't turn into a finger bully on the fuck me, because I'm not going to allow nobody to bully me. I came here to entertain, to have a good time. And sometimes y'all actually help with the fucking entertainment, because you see how this is right now? It's actually making proof of what it is that I'm talking about. Everybody is not going to be the same. Some people is just going to be, what you angry for? What you angry for? Fuck is you angry for? You need some weeds? Do you need some weeds? Huh? Because maybe if you get you some weeds, you'll calm down. Okay? Because I got 3 things that I worry about fucking with me. As long as those 3 things continue fucking with me and don't ever leave me, I ain't got nothing to worry about. That's my God, my weeds, and my life. Everything else would be all right. So that's what I'm coming here to tell the people. I know some people may be struggling in different areas, like Shorty with the bump. That's a struggle, because you don't know what the bump could be coming from. It could be different H's. You know, one of them can be from a house in Virginia. But when you dealing with different situations, it's great to have different outlets. And I am a great outlet. Okay? So if you're not coming here for a great outlet, then what the fuck is you coming here for? Because Tay gonna be Tay. And that's a little dramatic. That's a little extra. That's a lot of funny. And a whole lot of facts. So if you ain't looking for none of that, I don't know. What you looking for? A mug? Okay, I'm selling these too. $34.99. Cash at me. Latte World. It's Latte World. Or you could email me. All right. At Latte76. All right. Tap in. I got only 3 left. I thought I had 2, but I found another one. So I got 3. You can be the next owner of a mug, baby. Don't come here fucking with me if you ain't supporting what you doing. All right. But mental health is real. Okay. All right. Not for nothing. Let's be real. Let's play. I'm gonna play a game with my people. How many people in here? All right. We're gonna do a mental health check-in real quick, and we're gonna see how the people on the live is doing. All right, because shit is real. And even though we're not going to make it all depressing and down, we actually going to have some fun with it. Because it's always good, okay, to be in a space where things don't have to be so heavy. All right, so we're going to do the 1, 2, 3 mental check-in for my people on this live. We're going to do this one time for the time. One time for the one time. She got my words all fucked up, and I ain't even take a pull of the weeds. I set it down so I can get the book, baby. Right, we're going to do a mental check-in, okay? And I'm going to start doing this regularly on my lives, baby, for the people that's within the community, because it's always good to know how the people in your community is doing. And near or far, I want y'all to know y'all got Tay Heart. So when you care about somebody, you tap in. So the way we gonna tap in, we gonna do the 1, 2, 3 mental check-in. Okay, now I'm gonna let you know what each number is for and what it represents, and then you can just tap in and comment a number if you feel comfortable. It don't gotta be all personal or whatever, because you know some people don't like to feel like they telling their business, because people on the internet talk too much. But that's not what it is. Okay, so far as the numbers, right? Number 1 would be actually good, right? Number 2 would be mentally uncomfortable, meaning that it can go either way. Like you good 1 minute, then the next minute you might not be. Okay, and then number 3 is mentally down, overwhelmed, or maybe anxious, like anxiety. So I want my crowd, my community, to do a mental check-in with me. Tay is going to go first, okay? And I'm going to be honest. Right now, I am a number 1, okay? Maybe around 2:30 this afternoon, I possibly was a number 2, which meant things could have went either way. So I'm happy that it went in the way of a number 1. So I want y'all to drop in and let me know if y'all a 1, a 2, or a 3. Okay? I see a 2. It could go either way. Chantel. Okay, let me see. Yeah, and I got on glasses and I still can't even see like that. Musty. A deuce. Okay, so that's another 2. Yes, either way. Because not for nothing, energy is everything. And people, places, and things can definitely be triggers. Okay, so you can actually be okay and come into a situation where either you take on someone else's energy, or a situation that you come into changes your energy. So energy has a lot to do when it comes down to your mental, baby. And once you realize what your triggers are, then you have to find other ways to definitely, how can I say, escape. If you see something that you know would normally bother you, then you can start spotting things before it actually happen and become a thing. I got a lot of tools. I got a lot of tools. And I like that. You're at least, I'm dead serious. I like that because it's honesty. And when things can go either way, it shows that the mood is definitely up and down, baby. But hopefully that it can go in a way that's more positive. Because for me, it could have went either way. And I'm just happy that it went more so in a way of a 1. So if I can get y'all more so in the way of a 1 before my live is done, then I have accomplished what I've come to accomplish, basically. Because outside of the factors of anything and everything else, our mental health is our mental wealth. So we have to learn different coping skills to be able to deal with shit when our mental get real, especially when we know that we may have triggers. And one trigger may actually be the straw that can break the camel's back. And we don't want that. We don't want that. That's why a lot of people is walking around angry, because you never know what the next person is actually going through. And that's what a lot of people need to actually tap into. Even though it may not be your business to know, just know that everybody is not in a great space. Some people is dealing with health issues. Some people is dealing with at home issues. Some people is dealing with relationship issues. Some people is just dealing with school. Life is lifing for some people. So sometimes people need a different outlet from the everyday, because sometimes the everyday is triggering within itself, baby. It don't need nothing else added on. Just the everyday within itself is enough. Some people have a lot of shit on their plate, to say the least. some that they put there, and some shit people didn't ask for. But some shit people still choose to push on forward, even though it's something that they dealing with. And some days can definitely get harder than others, friend. Just like I be having to tap in to some people and correct the way that they speak. Oh, when people talk about people looks, people weight, and different things, even people financial situations, you never know why somebody is in the situation that they are in. So for you to speak on another person's situation, you never know if it can be the mental shit that they're actually going through, baby. Because let's just be honest, when you dealing with health situations that's dealing with your health, that's not only mental health, these situations can cause mental health. Dealing with different type of pills and medications, they cause different type of depressions, anxiety, weight gain. Some things change your appetite. Some things make you not be able to function on the everyday basis on a regular schedule, because most times you don't have the energy that you would need to be able to feel like you can proceed. And then there's the other side where some people mental decline causes a depression to where they don't want to get out of bed. They don't want to change or put on no clothes to go outside. They try to cut themselves off from the outside as much as possible just to feel like they putting themselves in, just so they don't have to deal with the shit, because shit get real. And sometimes things be going so many things be going on at one time that it be a lot for a person to be able to process. And sometimes by the time you process it, you already mentally out of it. So a lot of people definitely have to do mental check-ins, to say the least. So for me, I'm going to start becoming more familiar with the mental check-ins when it comes to my community. When I come on my live, just get familiar with the factors of me saying, are you a 1, 2, or 3 today, baby? Let me know, let me know. 1, 2, or 3, let's go, let's go, let's go. And from there, that's the way that we will deal with it in the show. Because I want everybody to know, even if with somebody near to you didn't say it, near or far, you got Tay heart. And it ain't got to be somebody close to you that's loving you. It can be somebody that's nowhere near you, that's loving you more than the people that's actually right around you. And that's why I make it my business to give the message. If nobody told you that they love you today, Tay definitely does. You don't know how that could have possibly saved somebody's life within that moment. That one situation, that one sentence, if nobody, that one phrase, that one thing that I chose to say, you don't know how it could have resonated with somebody that actually needed to hear that within the moment. So a mental check-in is definitely a real thing, because so many people are mentally struggling. And just because people can hide it very well, that doesn't mean that people are doing very well. Some people are very much, how can I say, declining on the inside, just due to the mental stress that they deal with on the everyday basis. Because just like depression causes health issues, people losing people dealing with things that they did not expect, due to the factors of you got control over you. You don't have control over nobody else. But that doesn't mean that the things that other people choose to do may not be effective to you. So sometimes things that you don't even bring on you affect you due to the people that you have around you. And if you are an empath or a person that has any type of heart, some people love, and they love really hard. So when other people is going through things, they take on other people's strain, other people's pain, which at the end of the day, it makes them mentally unhealthy or uneven. Because if I know somebody that I know is going through a situation that may not be good, health wise, life wise, period, I'm going to feel some of that type of pain, especially if I'm around them when they're going through it. But imagine the person that's actually going through it. A lot of people don't realize how many people is actually going through it. And society makes you feel that you have to hide the person that you are. Like it's not okay to feel. Every day is not going to be a good day. Some days be fucked up. I'm here to let you know. Some days be fucked up. And it's okay. It's going to be okay. And it's just good to have somebody that's going to let you know, listen, friend, whoever, I'm here. Do you understand? Let's just take a second, take a time out, take a breather, and we'll see how we can move forward. Even with yourself, sometimes that's the number one thing that needs to be said, because most times people just go off of the action, and most times when you just run into the action, that's when crash out comes, that's when breakdowns come, that's when uncertainty comes, that's when people start thinking about things like suicide and stuff like that. And a lot of people that you least expect has thought about it. You know how many people that is around you that you may see laughing, joking, hunky dory, and at some point in time they did not want to be here anymore? You know how much of a natural feeling that is to some people? You know how high the percentage is in people that have either thought about taking or unaliving themselves, or been in a predicament where they've, like I said, thought about it, if not attempted. So when you can find some light in some darkness or around darkness, that's always a good thing. So these mental check-ins, when you care about people, well, anyway, I'm going to make them more of a common thing. So outside of the factors of me letting my community know, if nobody told you that they love you today, they definitely do. Because like I said, you never know who that can be helpful to, just those words. Because everybody don't have love. Everybody don't get love. And just because, I mean, you can be in a room full of people and still feel by yourself. Just because you're around a crowd, that doesn't mean you feel noticed. Some people don't have love at home. Sometimes people don't have family like others. They don't have people within their circle to let them know that they are still loved or they are loved, period. So if you can find something that makes you feel good and you can get love from it, why the fuck not? So if I can deliver a good feeling, why wouldn't I? Hey, God's Child D, and I love you, baby. And listen, any night you want to sit up and just kick the Willy Bobo, Tay is here, girl. Tay is definitely here. Make sure you tap in and hit me on the book so that way I could drop you my number. Because listen, if we just got to sit on the phone, laugh, cry, or do whatever it is that we need to do until you feel like you can make your next move, that's what it is that we gonna do. But I'm gonna let you know I support you, baby. And at the end of the day, this is when your strength comes. And God, trust me, he never missed. And when I say that, I'm not even talking about the situation. I'm talking about with the person. And you are way stronger than you will ever know. Trust me, for sure. Okay? So just know you got my heart near, far, ear hugs, And I definitely love you, girl. And like I said, make sure you hit me on Facebook so I can drop you my number. So that way, even if it's me shooting you a text a day, because sometimes people don't be wanting to talk, depending on the feeling. Shit. What am I going to what I mean right now I don't have the words to even bring together to say. You understand that is a thing. But to receive a text message that just says, "Hey, I love you, girl," that can bring a little light to some dark. So if I can do that, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. On top of the fact, I know that, or I think that you have a little muffin in the oven, and you know that your baby could feel everything that you feel. So we need for mommy to feel good as soon as possible, so baby can feel good too, and we can have a healthy pregnancy, and everything can go the way that it's supposed to be. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with crying. When we was growing up, my grandmother used to say, cry. It only make your piss clearer. That's it. So sometimes we need to cry. Don't keep that shit on the inside. That shit hurt. I need to release. And if I need to release, ain't no such thing as too much motherfucking crying. And don't let nobody, or don't ever make or let it feel like at the end of the day you've overly expressed your emotions. No, the fuck, nigga. A smell. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first lost my mother at the end of the day, I had to go see a motherfucking psychiatrist, because somebody was gonna have to tell me that this wasn't no motherfucking dream. Ain't no way I went to sleep with my mama and woke up without her. Ain't no motherfucking way. And I was not willing to accept it. So I'm definitely a person that's talking from experience. Do you understand? I could not function with the function. Like, it seemed like I was in a dream, and any and everything would make me cry. A song on the radio, a smell, a food that we used to like to eat, the shit that she used to make, any goddamn thing. But what I started noticing, the more things that I had to think about when it came to her, it was a reminder to me of how great of a person that she actually was. And I appreciated the time that I had. And I'm just going to be honest. My mother, when she passed, she was sick. So I wouldn't want to be selfish and have her here in that form, when I'd rather have her here in the form when I know that she was good, and that made me feel good. So hopefully at some point in time, I'm able to be your strength, and you able to find the strength to someday get where it is that I'm at. And it's not a quick process. So if you choose to cry, cry. And fuck that, call me, we could cry together. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. Sometimes it's good to have somebody. You cry, I cry. We cry the goddamn together. But now once we finish this crying, what we doing? What we doing? Yeah. But you know we still gotta pay these bills, right? Yeah. You know we still gotta feed these kids, right? Yeah, but now I don't even know if I'm crying, because I still got to be here with the people I don't fucking like. And my mama she ain't got to pay no bills. She ain't got to be around none of these crazy motherfuckers that I got there. She got a little lucky. No, girl. We can't lose two good souls at one time. Okay, because you can't lose your mommy and then the kids lose their mommy right behind it, because the spirit is everything. And once your spirit inside of you die, then it's just like a shell being there, a shell of what a person used to be. And if your mommy gave you everything, then still use that energy to be everything, and share and embrace in those memories with your babies. Like, what, fuck out of here, because my mother was that bitch. I got stories to tell, and these memories is real. I'ma get the fuck up, cause she didn't sit here and lay and make no fucking cluck cluck. She left her essence on the world. You are her legacy, nigga. If you don't stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. Get your ass up and let's go, let's go, let's go. Your mama left her mark on this world, and that mark is you, boo. Remember that. Remember that. And we don't get down or lay down. We don't do that. We gonna feel. We gonna feel, and it's okay to feel because you human. Okay? And humans do feel. And people make it seem like, okay, you not supposed to feel anything. When people hide their fucking emotions, then you wind up one day just crashing the fuck out because you done suppress so much shit that you've been dealing with. No, deal with it. You have to deal with it because dealing with it is the only way to get through it. Even though you'll never get over it, because I ain't gonna, who the fuck gonna be happy about losing a motherfucking parent? No motherfucking body. So as the days get a little further, you'll be able to deal a little better, is what I'm saying. But for now, in the meantime, I'm that homegirl, like, what we doing? Okay, we gonna cry today? Okay, I'm gonna cry with you. Hey, what we doing tomorrow? So we might cry for a couple of days straight. I understand that, but I'm still gonna be your strength to say what we doing, cause you still got shit to do, and you ain't got time to be laying in no bed all day, cause your babies need you, and that's on that. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Star Child. Hey, Miss Loretta. Hey, Daily Sips. Hey, Daniel. And that's why it's good to do a mental check-in. Okay? Because a lot of the people that be right around us be having hard days, okay? People be having late nights and early fucking mornings. Just being honest. Some people got the fear of the next day to not know if they possibly might wake up, baby. Shit. It's people going through real things. So even though we come up here as CCs and we laugh and we joke, that does not mean life is not life, and for sure. And sometimes it's great to tap in the midst of all of that, because I'm not going to say that we a community, but y'all can sit there and like my videos and share and send me cash apps and super chats, but not one day can I tap in and go, hey, how you doing? How are you today? What's going on with you? I know that you support me, but how can I support you? Do you understand? And all support doesn't have to be monetary. Sometimes support can just be a ear, a non-judgmental, snitching, going back, talking about people, ear. And being that it's so many of those judgmental, not trustworthy people that go back and talk about you, is a lot of times people keep things bottled in because now they feel like they have to operate off of logic instead of emotions. But sometimes you definitely have to tap into your emotions, because if you just leave your emotions there to fester, you never know how it might turn out in the end. And that's just real shit. You might not know where I was today or where I am today. I possibly wasn't a year ago or maybe 3 years ago. You understand? Hey, Elisa. Hey, Crystal. Welcome, welcome. But I'm proud of the steps that I make every day, because some days it actually do take a day at a time. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Who rushing your steps? Who time are you on? No fucking bodies. Nobody's but your fucking own. You ain't on nobody's schedule but your own. So you take your steps the way you need to take your steps. And don't be pressured to take your steps no faster or no slower than anybody else. You take your steps at the pace that you comfortable at taking your steps. And that's on period. And whoever don't rock with you on your step taking, fuck them. Or if they don't think that you moving fast enough, fuck them. Either way, fuck them. Anything that don't align with your peace, fuck it. Because some things that break your peace, okay? Anything that breaks your peace, it don't deserve access. It don't. It don't. And sometimes we allow, I think I touched something, I hope not. Sometimes we allow the wrong things and people access that they do not deserve. Okay? And sometimes, okay, it'll hurt us more in the end. And that's what people be so afraid of. So many people done ran into so many relationships that disappointed them that everybody is on a every man for themselves type of thing, because you can't trust nobody. And if you've been disappointed or hurt by the people that you say is closest to you, then that's why you don't have no trust left in you. But what I've come to learn is, who can hurt you more than the people that's close to you? You don't give a fuck about nobody else. So how can the people that's nobody else hurt you any type of way? They can't. It just ain't gonna happen. But the ones close to us hurt us, because those is the ones we actually give a fuck about. A motherfucker outside say some shit about you, that shit just gonna bounce off your fucking skin like, say what? But a motherfucker that's close to you say some shit, it's gonna be effective. All facts, love your wisdom and inspiration. Thank you, Daily Sips. It's gonna be more effective. Because for one, you're gonna be disappointed that a person that you care about or give a fuck about, either one, came at you that way, or thought about you that way, or even had the nerve to play in your fucking face. Now, a person that you don't know, you would expect them, because y'all don't have no relationship. There's no in between. So anything that they do, it would be of no goddamn, like, wait, what the fuck is this coming from? But when it comes from a person that we care about, it's like, wow, you really don't give a fuck about me. And it don't have to do in a person in a relationship with a nigga, because people got other problems than just relationship problems. Okay? People got kids. We got problems with kids. People got teenage fucking kids. And these kids is different. Definitely hit that like button for your girl Tech. But these kids is different nowadays. The schools and everybody around make them feel like you can't tell them nothing. So if you're a parent that's growing up with old school values, right now it seems like you wrong for being you. Like, you can't parent your kids the way that you would like to parent your kids, because then they make it seem like they have more authority than you. You ever heard your kids say, but my teacher said, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So I birthed you. I made you, birthed you, made sure you had what you needed as a parent should do. And some of the shit that I tell you when necessary, you never act like you can remember. But you got the nerve to tell me that your teacher said what? I don't give a fuck what your teacher said. I mean, this ain't no spite to her, but I dare you. And that's because these places and people make the kids think that they at the same level or have the same voice as the parents. And I'm sorry, I don't agree with that shit. Tay is still an old school parent. Hold on, because I can't smoke my weeds talking to y'all now. Let me take my pull. Tay is an old school parent. And I believe that, yeah, a child got a voice, but a child in this voice should stay in a child's motherfucking place. And I don't give a damn how old a child get, I still will be older than it. How no matter how old you get, I still be older than you. So respect will always be a virtue. And people do not have mannerisms to where they respect elders these days. They don't teach their children the mannerisms. Meaning in school, in other places, if you feel that way, you feel that way. And being that people don't raise their kids the same way you may raise your kids, then that's where the problems come in because it be conflicting. And that's why I don't let my kids go to nobody fuck ass house. You ain't going to nobody house and you ain't spending no nights out. So don't even ask me. If you want your friends to come over here and visit, sure. We could do anything the fuck that you choose to do. As long as it's kiddie friendly, child appropriate. Okay? But far as you go into somebody's house, spending the night, it's gonna be a no. Because people come with different values. Okay, I'm gonna take another puff because you're right. I can't be just talking and not smoking. But what I'm saying is real deal Holyfield. Some people, like, just being honest. I smoke weed, but I'm not gonna, just because I'm doing this on my adult time. You go to some people's house, they be smoking weed. They let their kids smoke weed. Your kids be going over to their house to smoke the weeds and all type of shit. And they able to do things in the friend house that they not able to do in your house. Okay? I got a teenage daughter. I don't know if my teenage daughter is going to visit her teenage friend and her teenage friend may have a teenage brother or a cousin. I ain't even got time to deal with no shit like that. I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if y'all not going to a public outing like we going to the movies or some shit like that where it's child and parent integrated. No, y'all can't do nothing but no. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Kids assault each other too. No sleep. Hell no. You right about that. You right about that. Because these kids these days is pet. Okay? And they'll be done line somebody to fuck up. They'll know that your child or this person don't like your child too much. And they'll be done got your child back up against the wall in some situation. And now you got to worry about a whole bunch of bullshit. They done tried to jump your baby on some next shit. I ain't got time for it. It's a no for me. The bullying of the kids, first of all, the grownness of the kids, because I don't give a damn. My daughter is 15, but I be damned. My daughter's not wearing no 40-inch bust down. I don't give a fuck. She's not wearing no 40 cm, no eyelashes that's doing a Shirley Temple curl. No, her titties, her cleavage is not going to be the fuck like this. Okay? You going to fuck the school. What you doing? What you doing? It's a no for me. It has to be some type of values installed, baby. And it's sad because a lot of times people think that you're supposed to change your old school values for this new school shit. And if they would have kept some of the old school values incorporated, then some of this new school shit wouldn't even exist. Because back in our time, they wasn't having it, okay? It took a village. And people felt more supported. Back in the days, even if you had grandmothers, aunties, or if you grew up even in another home, because sometimes people are raised by their grandmothers, or sometimes people are raised by an auntie, and they grow up in the house with their cousins as they siblings and different things, but we would make it fucking work. I don't give a damn if my grandmother was in a 2-bedroom and she had 22 grandkids. We was all up in there comfortable. I don't give a fuck if some had the bed, the floor, and the couch. We was in there and we made it work, but we knew one thing for sure and 2 things for certain. What the elder said is what the fuck it was. Is what it was. These kids be killing me. Nobody like nothing. Okay? These kids don't like shit. That not nothing that nothing. No, if you got different kids, everybody got a different appetite. This kid don't like this. This kid don't like this. I don't eat this. First of all, when we was growing up, if you ain't like some shit and you wasn't paying for some shit, then I guess you wasn't eating some shit. Okay, if you wasn't gonna substitute for a sandwich, I don't know what to tell you. But if you think that I'm gonna be cooking multiple meals for multiple kids, you know how the economy went up? You know how much fucking eggs cost? Huh? 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 Where's the respect that if a child can say, oh, I don't want it, you bugging out. I'm going through too much. Listen, the strength that you got, you may think that, but trust me. Trust me. Let's have this same conversation in 3 months. And I guarantee you now, what I'm saying right now, you may be like, well, what the fuck is Tay talking about? You understand what I'm saying? But everybody have their own premonitions of things and why things take place. Okay? And a lot of people live throughout this world with comfort systems and different things to where even though we be on our own, we never really be on our own, if it makes sense. And certain situations where people feel that it may be a loss, and I'm not saying that that's not a terrible loss, but some things be a lesson. Sometimes certain things have to happen for other things to come to the forefront. Sometimes it don't be a good thing to show what everything else is. But sometimes if this one thing don't take place, unfortunately, then the next chapter that you need to go into and the things that you need to be revealed to you and the new lessons that you need to learn about people, places, and things. Because one thing I'm gonna be honest about, when I had my mother, I ain't give a fuck about nothing and nobody else. As long as I had her, I knew I was gonna be good, and that's all the fuck that mattered. But I didn't really get to see the actions of people that really was around me that didn't need to be until certain situations actually happened, and it showed me who the fuck people was. And if that veil wasn't never pulled from over the face, then those people would have still been within that same fucking space, and it wouldn't have been no good. I would tell you breakfast, you gonna eat it. I don't know, maybe. I got a whole big bag where that came from. So I probably got enough for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you saying I'm gonna eat it for breakfast, I might eat it for breakfast with my coffee. I might eat some for lunch with my burger. No, I might eat leftovers because I did make stewed chicken. No. Do I got any of that left? With my kids, I never know, okay? But I'm hoping I got some stewed chicken left over tomorrow, so I might eat some stewed chicken after I have my kibbles and bits. Either way. Either way. But see, maybe it was meant for me. See? Timing is everything, and God put you where you need to be at the right time. Maybe it was meant for me to do this live, because Tay don't never be live this time. And maybe I was the person to come and hold your hand for the night to tell you, baby, I love you. It's going to be okay. Trust me, it might not feel today okay. It may not even feel tomorrow okay. But just remember this conversation that we had, baby. And maybe the words that I've said or something that I said on this live was definitely something that you needed to hear. And maybe the mental check-in was the thing that just came right on goddamn time. Because a lot of times people be sitting in our lives and we up here and we doing what it is that we do, but you never know what the person that's watching you may be going through. So sometimes and any time that I can tap in and I can be a part of a situation to help a situation and comfort a situation in any situation, I'm gonna take that outlet. So yeah, we might have came here for a goddamn bump, all right? Because I can't believe that bitch showed up with a bump and no people. You showed up with a bump and not that many people, okay? So yeah, that's what the live may have started about, but it definitely opened up doors to much more. So anybody that's on this live, I'm happy that y'all gave me this time, and I receive y'all time because y'all don't know what y'all did for me, the people that was here for the positive reasons, because the only thing we use the trolls for is entertainment. You know they got a job too. You understand? Just like I'm a CC and I come up here and I entertain, baby, that's their form of entertainment. Everybody has a job. So just like I'm up here doing my job, I guess they feel they in the comment section doing their job. But for the ones that showed up and it was for what it was for, I guess this live was for a whole different purpose. But it was worth it. Thank you, Raggedy Ann. I appreciate you. And I try to keep it that way because I try to be as transparent as possible. Okay, when Tay shows up as her good self, her not so good self. I show up when I'm dressed, when my hair is done, when my hair is not done. I show up when I'm having a good day, when I'm not having a good day, because I'm human and I want people to support me that's human just like me. I don't want to have to feel like I have to put on a facade to basically entertain a certain group of people. That's not the fuck me. So I will fail terribly. I don't ever want to be that person. If I got to show up as somebody else, I pass. Okay? I pass. I'm never going to show up. But if I can show up as me in whatever form that may be, I'm going to serve it, baby. Because you never know what part of me that I'm serving that may actually relate to somebody else. And I'm cool with that. We may not agree on everything, but even the some things that we do agree on may be the great fucking things. So I'm not going to take away from the some things, okay, to disregard the great things. Like, oh, well, some things ain't so. No, fuck that. I might not be fully hydrated one day. And I come up here and I'm talking and talking and talking. And my fucking lips might be fucking white. Hopefully, so what? At the end of the day, I'm not going to say, oh, well, I'm not going to come up here and give a good. No. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to get me something to fucking drink and carry on. That's all and that's it. And hopefully people respect me for it or be like, take your lip. All right? People that really care about you, they're going to be like, girl, your lip is white. Drink something, drink something. But I'm not going to be the one that got to make sure my hair is fully done. And I got a face full. I don't even like fucking makeup like that. To each they fucking own. But what you see is what you get. And I'm comfortable with it. And I'm hoping that I deal with people that's comfortable with me. Mayflower, your ears are too small for those earrings. I don't know if they too heavy or maybe my ears is just getting old and fucking tired at this point. I don't know. They've been wearing earrings for 46 years. Maybe they just like, bitch, I had enough. Maybe it's time for you to stop wearing these hoops and try to get something that's little and cute. Because after so many years of putting weight on your ears, because I'm a hoopy girl. And in high school, the bangle, you know, the big earrings and the twists, the knots and all of that, the twisted earrings, those used to be a thing. So I would have this little small ass hat with these big ass earrings on. And now I guess my earlobes is 46 and tired. they have had their fair share of a stretch there. So maybe that's basically what it is. They tired. Maybe I should start wearing what they call like little, like the stud earrings. Maybe the little diamond, whatever, whatever. But I don't know. I don't want to have a small head with small earrings. How would that look? How y'all think I would look with some studs on y'all? Like some little small earrings, some nice little teardrops or something. Or do y'all think the hoop is what it is? Because they do pull on my ears sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. So you definitely are an observer. Just a smaller hoop. Okay, good idea. All right, I like that idea. So I'm gonna try some smaller hoops. I actually listen. Let me tell you what's crazy. It's crazy that you said that because let me show you what I bought. All right, Mayflower. Let me see where they at. Let me see where they at. All right, look. I'm coming, y'all. Just hit that like button in the meantime, in between time. Okay? Because I actually want to show y'all the obsession. Okay, so now, mind you, I'm a hoop girl. Remember I told y'all? Okay? Look. I got this hoop, right? You talking about something maybe like this size, maybe like this size, right? Like maybe like this size. Maybe that size. That's like a little smaller, right? Then I got this size. That's a little smaller than that size, right? And then I got this size, which is a little bit bigger than this size, right? And then I got the classic costume jewelry hoops, right? And these, do you see the size of these hoops? Okay. These was like, what do they call these? Like the door knocker type thingies. So then I got like this size. And you see these sizes almost bigger than my damn head, right? So this is another size. But I also got these because costume jewelry is in. You can have your real jewelry and then you can have your costume jewelry, friend. Don't be letting these people think that you gotta be a fucking a rapper walking around with fucking Ice Cube. No, we ain't doing that. We trying to buy land out here. Land, okay? Land. But you see the 3 different size hoops. You got the small guys, you got the mediocre, and then you got the large. So I think Mayflower was possibly talking about something that's like a little smaller. But yeah, I'm a hoop girl. And normally I do go for the larger hoop. But maybe I might just try going for a little smaller hoop. Let me see. Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. It was family I loved and I looked up to them. They me in foster care. It took some really bad things to take place for me to see who they really exactly. Amen. Amen. Sometimes it takes certain situations to open your eyes to other situations. And if them situations don't happen, unfortunately, it don't be good. But most times when our backs is up against the wall or situations is up against the wall, that's when we actually learn who the fuck people are. Let me get back to some more of my weeds though. That's when we learn who the fuck people are, who is who. Just even on social media, this is the biggest place for people to change who the fuck that they is and create the person that they feel that they choose that they want to be. But they forget they still got to live within their reality. You still have to actually wake up every day as you. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, him. Yeah. You still have to start with that man in the mirror. So regardless to who you choose to go and put on for throughout the fucking day, you still have to live within your reality. And that be the part that kills the people. Mm-hmm. People be ashamed of who they are. Listen, I've been fucking homeless before. I've been on public assistance, governmental assistance, and any other type of assistance because I needed fucking assistance. I've been in situations when I didn't know how I was going to do this and how I was going to do that. Some days it's still like that. A bitch ain't rich. I'm trying to make it. I ain't make it yet. So when you living in the world, when people feel or try to make people feel if you ain't got a certain amount of this, then you not worth it. Are you fucking kidding me? I ain't trying to put on for nobody because people be living well above their means just to make people believe that they are living. I'll pass. I will definitely pass. Sometimes people got to take, yes, Frost, and that's a great thing because sometimes you got to take a social media break. When you know who you are, I'm going to just be honest, too much of anything is not good for you, okay? Too much of anything other than God is not good for you. And even what you use him for still may be, because some people don't use God name for the good. They use it to blind people to get over for the bad, right? But that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. But definitely, social media is a fucking rat race. People see, oh, this girl walking around with the 40-inch bust down. She got the latest this. She wearing name brand. She supposedly live in this house and she got this man and they this, that, and the third. Don't ever look over there and think that the grass is greener than yours, friend. That shit might not even be real grass. That shit might be fake turf, okay? Fake turf, okay? And a lot of times people look at other people's lives and idolize their life versus appreciating the fucking life that they do have. And what you don't know, motherfuckers behind closed doors be miserable. Ain't no happiness living there. And you be thinking that your little funky ass is living an unmiserable life, not knowing that you live in the freshest, freest, best life that there could be. And a person wish that they had what you had, even though you feel like you may have nothing. Nothing. We be so forward or so focused on thinking about what the fuck that we don't have that we forget to appreciate what we do have. Even if it's the factors of just waking up in the morning. Because anytime you wake up, that's giving you another chance to get something that you don't have or didn't have the day before. The way you go to sleep ain't got to be the way you wake up. So don't let nobody tell you that fucking shit. And don't think that the same way somebody else pour their drink is the same way you gonna pour yours. It don't gotta go that way. Everybody is not supposed to live the same life. Everybody not supposed to be fucking rich. Okay? What is rich? Everybody got a different definition of rich. Okay? I might get $100,000 and I might feel that that's all I need to fulfill what it is that I'm going for, baby. But then some people may feel shit, they need $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Everybody's that. Some people may feel all they need to be rich is the breath in their fucking body. Any and everything else is an extra, because monetary gain is something that comes throughout life. You can't have none of that without life. So life is the first thing. So I'm going to be happy for the first thing so I can be able to enjoy the second. And I'm not going to put on my mind what may be on somebody else's calculator. Okay? I'm trying to buy land. Okay? So as me and my kids get older, my generation can expand on my land. They won't have to worry about buying somebody or moving into somebody else's property. They'll be able to build on their mother's property. Whereas somebody else's dream may be to live in a co-op, in a penthouse, or in Midtown Manhattan, or in the city in Atlanta, or Las Vegas. Who knows? Everybody's definition of rich is different. So I can't push or force what my rich is on you, just like I can't look at your rich and think that that's the rich that I may need for me. Now, of course, do we all want to live better? Hell the fuck yeah. 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 But until my savings and my check-ins is reflecting the same thing, I'm broke, baby. I'm out here trying to fucking make it. That's why I was selling these goddamn glasses today. Tay got bills to pay. T with Tay. Okay? You find different ways. And like I said, maybe my way may not be another person's way. I get up here and I do content creation. Some people go to work and do what it is that they do at work. We both working, but we got different lines of work. I'm not gonna knock nobody else's line of work because I wouldn't want nobody to knock mine. But just because I'm not living how they living, it doesn't mean I'm not living. People gotta stop living at the definitions of I express my gratitude every day. I'm thankful for everything. That's right, highs and lows. Because there could be no highs and there can be no lows. Your ass can be gone. Okay, for the people that did not wake up, I know they wish that they had a high or a low. I know they wish they even had a medium, a middle, a high, low, middle, something, but they didn't have the choice. So for me to be able to have either one, I'm accepting the both. I'm accepting the good and the bad that the Lord sent me, because the bad that may seem bad, it may be a blessing, because I need to learn that lesson. And until I learn that lesson, that test is going to keep going. And it may seem hard at the time because I don't understand. But once I understand, that's when I move on in God's plan, which will be my next chapter. It's levels to this shit. God don't allow you to skip is when he feels that you ready for it. You could be asking for something right now in life you not even ready for. Can't even handle. May not even be fucking prepared. But you praying for it. You asking for it. Does that know, or does that mean when you receive it, you will know what to actually do with it, to keep it and to continue it or let it continue to be a blessing for you and not a curse? Because like I said, sometimes the same thing that bring people together be the same thing that tear them apart. And money is the root to all evil. So sometimes when we feel like money will be the thing that will fix all of our problems, that might be the thing that might just get our problems fucking started. If we thought we had problems before, we may actually have even more problems now, because the shit that our broke ass was going through then, we no longer have to worry about. But now the shit that we never had to worry about before, we got to worry about. And those things may be more worrisome than the last things that we ever had to think about. Because see, before we had to worry about our shit. Damn, my next meal, I gotta figure out, I might just got $10 to buy some dinner tonight, versus having the luxury of not having to worry what the fuck I'm gonna eat and how much it's going to cost. But now when you don't have to worry about how much it's going to cost, you get a different type of vultures. See, with each chapter in life, there's different vultures that progress with you. You just have to learn to have discernment for the vultures that try to affect you. You have to know when it's the Lord tapping in and when it's the devil sending someone in. Okay? Because the devil never is going to come in as himself. He's going to send someone else. He's going to come through somebody that you care about or something that you care about to distract you from what it is that God got you focused on. You know, basically trick you out your square. Because like they said, even the devil was an angel once. Okay? Even the devil was an angel once. So it basically teaches you at any point in time, somebody and anybody can change on you. And most times you will see that people have changed on you. And you might not feel like you have much, but jealousy and envy is a big thing. And most times people will hate you just because they ain't you. Let them know your trigger finger, your buster button is on 10. You not playing with them? Didn't you tell them you was not in the fucking mood? Listen, I don't give a fuck. Just shoot people to shoot them at this fucking point. If they breathe wrong, boom, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Period. Bust them. Buh. You're out of here. Fuck is you talking about? That'd be a good way to take out some frustration. Fuck that gun range and Tay-Tay's chat. Take them out, baby. One by one, lay them down. If they don't act right, they don't get to stay around. They got to go outside the club. They can no longer get the fuck in. Now they got to watch from the outside. Period. Listen, that bad thing only brought me closer to God. Things that broke me. Listen. Talk about it. You said a fucking mouthful. Listen, the bad things only brought me closer to God, that broke me to my knees. Things I couldn't pray, but all of it taught me. Brought me to God. I'm sorry. Absolutely. Because listen, it gets to the point to where you don't have no choice to talk to him. And he does that on purpose, I feel, because when his children get too far away, he don't like that. They say our God is a God, but he a jealous God. And he don't like for other things and people to get his attention. So when he see that you not actually focused on him, baby, then he will do something to where you, listen, I would be in my bathroom, okay? Dead ass, okay? In the bathroom, doing the ugly cry, okay? Now, we all know what the fuck the ugly cry is. You crying about everything at that point in time. Shit you was thinking about 2 weeks ago hitting you and you crying about it now. That's right. I'm doing straight headshots, as you should. Take them out. That's right. I'm with you on that. I got your fucking back. Period. And if you miss a shot, let me know so I can follow up. We ain't playing like that. Latte, continue to be consistent. You are doing good. Thank you so much, Mayflower. Our God is never pleased when we place idiots and the kids of the world before him. Amen. And that is a real thing. And he will definitely do something to put your attention back on him. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain. And I was just saying this in a conversation with somebody, I think yesterday, right? And I was saying maybe about 2.5 years ago, I learned this. I may be 46, but age is just the age, okay? Age doesn't mean mature. With each age that you get, it's supposed to be some wisdom that's supposed to come with. So the day that you feel that you know everything, you fucked up, okay? You fucked up. Because I'm a sponge, okay? I can always learn some shit. I'm always looking to learn some shit, figure out some shit, right? But what I learned is, you know how you be like having fear of certain things? Oh, if I do this, this might not work. I wonder if I do this, how it's going to work out. Or anything of that nature, to say the least, right? And then I had to say to myself one day, wait a minute. You can't say that you believe in God and still have fear. You can't say that you believe in God and still have doubt. Because I have enough belief to believe my father didn't bring me this far to leave me. So he's trying to show me something. And it's something that I need to see. But I know and I have the faith and I believe. So as long as I have the belief in my father, why should I have fear? Why do I have fear? The only thing that I'm seeking is understanding. The only thing I'm seeking at that point in time is understanding. I'm trying to understand what it is that my father, which is the God, is trying to provide for me to be able to see, to learn, to progress me. And as long as I'm not seeing and my eyes is closed because they're focused on everything else, I'm going to continue to miss it. And that's where that fear is going to come in. Because as long as I'm focused on him, there should be no fear of failing. It shouldn't be. God does love us. See? Remember I told you, even the devil was an angel once. God is a good man, but there's still other people that's out here that ain't so good, friend, and they will bring and throw distractions. But it's up to you, because just like one thing for sure and two things for certain, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. And you have to actually be able to control the effect that other people think that they have. That's right. Struggle is a state. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If people never knew that there was more, how would they ever knew that they had less? If people never knew that there was more, how would they ever know that they had less? And I'm saying that because people think they see these big stars and they wearing these chains and this, that, and the third. Hey, discussion boy. Happy you came to visit Tay Smoke Session After Dark, okay? That's what we gonna call this, because we done turned this into a discussion, a whole discussion board like your name. But some people, wait, what is that? Because I don't want to miss no. Yes, good. God, remove those people I looked up to, because there's a thin line with praising other people and not God. Exactly. And we will put our focus on material things, relationships, people, places, and things, instead of keeping our focus on him. And all of those other things is an extra, because what you need, God shall provide. It be the things that we want is what we do not actually need. Everything that we want is not what we need. When a man, which is God, knows what it is that we need, he will put us in the line to receive what it is that we need. But being that people be so focused on what it is that they want, they never realize that God is throwing what they need at them, including him, because you need him first. You need him first. And me personally, when I get up off my bed in the morning, I don't care if I'm not going into a church. I talk to God, because at the end of the day, he know me for me. So I don't have to go in a building for him to acknowledge me. I can speak to him anywhere I'm at and get the same attention right back. So the way I'm talking, I mean, everybody is different. Some people get on their knees and pray, and I definitely get on my knees and pray on some days. But then there's some days where I just kick it with God, like at the end of the day, because he a real nigga. He is. And I hate to say it like that. And I'm not even being on some funny shit. But he know you better than you know yourself. So by you going to him, of course we going to talk respectful because it is what it is. But I'm not going to sugarcoat who I am when he already know who I is. So when he looking for me to come to him, he looking for me to come to him as myself. Okay? Not as the person that I ain't, because when he see me in action, I'm sure being who I am then. Don't come up to him lying, talk about, dear Lord, I know I ain't gonna never do it. Listen, when I talk to him, listen, Father, you know your child, okay? And sometimes you know you gotta work a little harder on me, because I'm healing, but dear Father, I have not yet healed. Okay? So some things that you place in me where I should have understanding, I kind of don't understand it yet. So I'm not saying you have to give a hard lesson, because you know sometimes your lessons be hard, Father. Who you kind of almost whipped my ass with that. That last one was a doozy. That last lesson you taught me, I think I'm still kind of recovering. I got the stripes because you know I don't do scars. You know we don't wear scars. We wear stripes because anything that you got through and you ain't in no more, then you have made it to the next level, right? And I know that last one, I almost thought I wasn't gonna make it, Father. But listen, as long as you continue to work with me, like you know, giving me that air thing, life, you know I need that. Please, Father, please, please, please. I'm about to be like Biggie out here. Give me one more chance type shit, right? So, Father, if you give me one more chance, send me back out there. Send me back out there, okay? And I promise you, okay? Well, I can't. I'll try my best to give you, okay, what it is that you are looking for from me. That's the one. And he be like, you know what, Tay? I'm going to send you back out there. You know hard head make a soft ass. That's why your booty kind of soft. But don't disappoint me. And then here I go back out there again. I'm trying. And sometimes I might fuck up. And it's okay. Because God knows. Okay, he's not even perfect. Even though he is our Father. Look what he had to go through to even receive the title that he has. And the legacy that comes attached to him. He didn't have it easy. You would think that, oh, a person named God, they have it easy. This man split the sea. He did different things and he give people life. And he had a struggle. Do you know the shit he had to pay for? You know the type of kids we are. We some dysfunctional kids. We don't listen. So if he had to pay for all his kids' sin, you know how much shit God went through? So if you think you gonna come to him with some bullshit, it ain't happening. God already know who you is before you get there. So be real with him and he'll definitely be real with you. And some things that you think you want, you'll realize that you really don't need. Even people. People be poison. I'm telling you. Two different peas, but that poison, people be poison. Okay? And that's because sometimes you don't know whether people is coming with good intentions or bad intentions. Like I just told you before, remember I said even the devil was an angel once. You don't know if someone is coming in the Lord's form or in the devil's form. You don't know who a person is working for at that time because they both got messengers. It's who you just choose to pick up the message from. Thank you so much, Mayflower. I appreciate that. Look at God's child finger. Yo, her busting. Listen, she busting people left and right, Joy. God's child giving straight headshots. Pa, 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 pa. She said, we talking about the Lords in here. Don't play with me because I'm sending you straight to hell or jail. Bang, bang. Period. See, I'm telling you, I told y'all Tay was gonna be here for a while, not a short while, but a while. I was definitely going to kick it. And this is the way that we should have live more often because it's definitely realistic. Don't get me wrong, we're gonna talk about the girl that showed up with the bump bump, but I'm trying to figure out if my people is okay. And I'm trying to get closer to y'all so y'all can ultimately know Tay. Not Tay that just comes and speak on other people, but Tay as a person, because we're all human and we all need to know imperfect is perfect. Nobody is fucking perfect at all. So if you waiting to be perfect, you may be stale with a toe tag when that day may come. But imperfect is perfect because then that means that you are able to mold yourself into whatever you choose to be. If you choose to say, you know what, I'm kind of interested in making clothes. You know, because humans is talented, and I'm just using this as an example. A person to go from doing a corporate job to one day waking up and just realizing that they a seamstress. They sew shit. They make dresses and different things. Okay? A person could have been a police officer for 45 years and wake up one day and realize, you know, I like and shit. I think I might want to decorate something. You know, so you are able to change your mold. You never know what your calling is until you start answering them calls. A lot of times people don't have the great faith in themselves because the different the different F comes up, which is fail. A person to think about the fail before they think about the flourish. Why won't you believe that your thought process will flourish you before you think that it will fail you? The more time that you spend on thinking that you're going to fail is the time that you wasted when you could have been flourishing. The only way that you are going to be able to do anything is to attempt to do it. You don't want to always stand and think what could have happened. Okay, I wonder what would have happened if I would have did this. I want to do this. You know, I'm interested in doing this. But the day never comes where you actually just step out there and do it. And I'm talking about whether it's on good or bad terms, even down to the fact of sometimes leaving people the fuck alone. Family, relationship, friend, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't align itself with the road that you're traveling down, then that's you're gonna have to make a U-turn off your road, or you're gonna have to get off on another exit and leave that shit behind because it no longer serves you. So you have to find what serves you as a person, because God wants you to get full, right? But different people need different things to be fulfilled, baby. And that's why I go back to the factors of saying, my rich ain't your rich, and your rich may not be my rich. You know, I might say, well, shit, you know, that person got so and so. Once I get to that level, when I get to that level, because God may have something bigger for me. I might be dumbing myself down. That's why I don't put none of them fucking goals and stuff, to each their own. But God may have a goal for me of something bigger than I could have ever even expected. And by me putting a cap on it, I could have dumbed myself down. So I might be thinking that, hey, I'ma just be having this nice little old such and such, and God may have more in store for me than I ever even planned. And that's where the blessing comes in. But I'm still going to be appreciative of what it is that He's still giving me on the everyday, baby, which is life. And I'll work towards everything else. The thing that I need the most was already given to me for the free. But the things that I don't do with the life may actually cost me everything. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Welcome everybody that came in. Hey, Cora, baby. I ain't know you was down there. Welcome in, welcome in. Tay just sitting here vibing, having a smoking session, actually, while I'm sitting here talking to my people about different things because we played the mental check-in game. And for those that might not have been a part, you can still check in. We have three numbers, okay? We have 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is basically I'm actually good. Number 2 is basically in between. It could go either way. And number 3 is I'm actually not okay. I'm a little overwhelmed. You know, if you have anxiety, or maybe dealing with depression, either one. But it's 1, 2, or 3. So we doing a community check-in. So if you here, I would like to know where you are within your mental. So let's say no if you are 1, 2, or 3. And like I said, like I shared with everybody earlier today, I was a 2. I was a 2. It could have went either way. Either way, a straw could have been the thing that broke the camel's goddamn back, okay? But thank God for me, it wound up turning into a 1. Everything smoothed itself out, and I was able to move on throughout my day peacefully, which was a great thing for me. But some people didn't have the same luxury as me, but I still want to know where you was at within your day, baby. Whoever you may be. Sherry says she a 3. Oh, I'm so sorry. I came in a 1. Now I'm a 3. I feel better. No, God's child, you a 1. You're a 1. You came in and you was a little down, but now you 1 is actually a little okay. You know, 2 is it could go either way, and 3 is listen. I'm about to crash the fuck out because some shit ain't right. I'm down, digga down, down. So for those that is the 3 near fall, you know that you got my heart, and if nobody told you that they love you today, they definitely do. And remember, the strength is within you. Don't think about just the bad views. Just know that if you have the air in you to move on to another day, just focused on another day or the other day instead of focused on what you don't have within today, even if it is just peace of mind. Because that's what some people be fighting for, baby. Just peace of mind. And sometimes you have to just put the 2 tears in a bucket and say, fuck it. All right? That's what we doing. 2 tears in a bucket. Now, I'm not saying what people going through that it definitely matters. It matters way more than a lot of people know. And people have to hide their emotions all the time. But fuck that. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to get it out, and then move on. But move on and note the fact is that you moving on with the factors of a little lighter feeling within your chest. Damn, Tay, you made me go get my weed. That's right. We here. We outside. I'm here on this live tonight. I came to vibe. All right. That's what I came to do for real, for real. And if you got yours, go get yours because Tay definitely got hers. And you welcome. You welcome. Mayflower, I will pray on it. Definitely pray on it. Because trust and believe when you praying, he listening. When you praying, he listening. And don't think that he's not speaking back. Because this is why I tell people, don't judge the messenger. Just listen to the message. Because our Father sends us message in different ways, do different things, and different people. Sometimes you ever be somewhere and people just come up and start talking to me for no reason. But it's a reason. And I've realized that it wasn't not nothing that sent them my way. The conversation that we had for that couple of minutes, it was meant. Just like whoever popped in on this live and I was here. It was meant for you to see me, friend. So hopefully by the time you leave, if you were 3, at least I could get you to a 2 or a 1, baby. And I am good energy. I'm telling you. You know, some people say it, but I'm going to just be honest and I'm going to tell you why I'm good energy. I ain't gonna fake who the fuck I am. If I want to cry right now on this live, if I think about something that's gonna make me cry, nigga, y'all stuck with me now. I'm y'all's, and y'all gotta stand beside me. If I chose to cry, if that was the emotion that I was having, I would cry. If I was actually going through something on within this moment, I know they say not to share everything, but at the end of the day, sometimes sharing things is what releases it. I don't really give a fuck what nobody thinks because the only person I have to worry about what they think about me is the man upstairs. And he's watching me every day and he's the person that's telling me to keep going. So as long as he's telling me to keep going and he has the faith in me, I have to continue to have the faith in myself. So I can't let the volume and the noise of other shit and people, you understand, block out what it is that he's trying to relate and say to me. So you'll get messages in music. You'll be watching something. Like I said, people walk up on you that you don't even know. Like the old lady walked up on me one day, right? And she was like, you remind me, I guess I'm talking too much. My blunt keep going out, but that's a good thing because that means I'm focused more on y'all than I am on it. So that goes to show you I'm actually in tune. I'm here. I'm focused, right? And she said, you remind me of my granddaughter. Now, mind you, first of all, I start blushing just because she said I remind her of her granddaughter and not her daughter. Because she was kind of older and, you know, take 46. So if she's saying I remind her of a grandbaby. So anyway, listen. Her granddaughter was, I think she said 42. Yeah, 42. At the time, I'm like, all right, well, she said, I remind her of granddaughter. She hadn't said the age yet, but then she started getting into the story. And she was like, my granddaughter is colorful just like you. She was like, your personality, I can see it without you even opening your mouth. It's like you just have a light on you. And my granddaughter, like, when she comes around me, it's just like a peace that I feel, like a sense of peace. And she was like, when I walked past you, I got that same sense of peace. And she was like, I'm going to just be honest with you. I've only been sitting here talking to you for a couple of seconds, maybe even a minute. And it feels like I've known you forever just due to the factors of the comfortability within the conversation. She's like, you have something, and whatever you have and whatever you doing, keep doing it. Make sure you keep going. That was a sign to me because in that moment, I was actually going through something mentally. And it was forcing me to think I was going to have to put everything on hold for a second to focus on what I needed to focus on right now. And that voice that lady gave me was, keep going. What you being distracted from is supposed to do what it's supposed to do. And that's try to take your focus off the factors of you keep going. And don't let nothing take your focus off the factors of keep going. And anything that takes your factors off of the factors in the focus of keep going, then at the end of the day, you not focused on the right thing. You focused on the quitting instead of the going. And quitting means the shutting down because it's easy to shut down. It's hard to get up. It's easy to shut down. Okay? Like our needs after 30, getting down may be easy, but getting up is when you're going to have hell to pay. That type of situation. I hope y'all hitting that like button for your girl. You did? Good. Well, once you want me to look at it right now because I'm on my phone. So if I look at it now, it might cut the live out. You understand? So as soon as I get off the live, I'm going to still be kicking it. So I'll definitely text you. Make sure I give you my number so in the morning you'll be able to hit me. And I'm here, girl. Enjoy. Amen. Let me see. Wait, what Joyce? Let me go back into the comments. Amen. Amen. I'm going to get some rest. Tay, I got kids that need to go. Yes, definitely go to sleep. Okay? I'm about to get up off of here in a minute anyway, baby. Okay? I'm about to take it down, Billy Brown. All right? So I hope y'all definitely enjoyed me. I'm going to let my moderators get some rest. Okay? Because I know, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. We just was vibing. Okay? Like we ain't had no clocks. Oh shit, it's almost 4 a.m., friend. Nah, I love y'all like cooked food, okay? And y'all know what I'm about to say. If nobody love you, if they said they love you, didn't say they love you, it doesn't matter, okay? Because if nobody told you that they love you today, they definitely do, okay? And I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I know I said I was leaving, but I ain't mean for the shit to just treat me like that. I wasn't finished telling y'all I love y'all. Now I'm going to sit here for 5 more minutes. Fuck YouTube. Because they just tried to play with me. No, they didn't just do that. And they kept saying reconnecting. You don't be reconnecting me when I'm telling my people that I love them. What's wrong with you? Now, like I was, because YouTube got Tay fucked up. All right? But if nobody told you that they love you today, Tay definitely do. All right? And if we woke up this morning, any and everything else is an extra. Trust and believe. And if you would like to get you some Tay merch, because Tay definitely got that merch, and you want to sip some tea with Tay while she's sipping, baby, I definitely got the merch, okay? Definitely. And each glass mug comes with a honey, okay? And I respect the G's that may have the sugar diabetes. So we got the equal sugar because we can't be dealing with no sugar, okay? And each glass comes with a candle, baby. Yes, it do. Let me show y'all the candle. Okay? All right? And each mug costs $34.99. You can hit my Cash App. Yes, you can. And my email, all right? It will be in the description. Or one of my moderators will. I can't get the candle out, y'all. Or one of my moderators will definitely write my email down in the comment section, baby. Right? But not only the fact is, do I actually say I use mine. So while you sip out of yours, I can sip out of mine. And we can sit there and have this conversation online all the time and keep it hot. Okay? But yes, and each glass come a candle. It was more equals down here, so I'm trying to pick them up. And they all come with a thank you card. Here go the one. Okay? A thank you card like this that says, thank you for supporting my small business. Okay? Because just because it start out small, it ain't got to stay that way. Y'all definitely can help by supporting me. One hand washes the other, and both hands wash the face, baby. And I appreciate every, okay, support that y'all give. Okay? It is definitely appreciated. Definitely, indefinitely. So like I said, it's for the low price of $34.99 because it comes with a lot of goodies on the inside. Outside of the fact is each mug comes with a personal letter from Tay, okay, that will have one of my sayings on there. Neither nor anybody glass. No two people will have the same note in the mug, okay? All right? No two people will have the same note. So some people, you see how I said, if nobody said they love you today, okay, just remember Tay do. That may be the note that comes to you. Or you may be the person that received the note that says one hand washes the other and both hand washes the face. Okay? It's a lot of different things that Tay say. Because Tay be talking. All right. So if you would definitely like a mug for you, one or two. I think I got like 4 or 5 left. 4 or 5. So I'm trying to get rid of that 4 or 5. Help your girl get rid of that 4 or 5 so I can get the rest of this new inventory. Invest in me so I can be the best in me. All right. No, but for real, invest in me so I can be the best in me. Because I'm trying to bring out some new things and I got a couple of new things on the roster. But in order to bring in the new things, I have to get rid of the old things. So help me help myself. Okay? You can be drinking out of a tea with Tay mug too. Like I said, my Gmail is definitely within the comment section. My moderator dropped that is latte, LATAE 76 at gmail.com, baby. Okay, you can definitely hit that cash appy with that $34.99 and leave a note on that line, because you know Cash App be telling you gotta leave a note. We can't respond with a note to say thank you, but y'all gotta send the note to basically, send the money. But in that note section, just make sure you put that tea with Tay mug. And you can put your email, or you could just straight hit me in my email and let me know that you ordered a glass and your address, because I'm gonna have to know where to send it. But definitely, I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, like I said, let's build and not break. Is enough shit that's out here that's broken. All right. Anyway, your girl Tay is out. I'm gonna go smoke my weed, wash my ass, and eat my leftovers. I love y'all like cooked food. And like I said, if it don't serve your peace, fuck it, baby.